Welcome in to episode 2 of the Coach Ali Smith Show here for 2025, brought to you by the folks at Twin City Used Cars. Coach, difficult loss last week at a top 10 team at Muscle Shoals. Let's break down the game really quickly. First, looking on the offensive side of the ball, limited plays, time of possession were a big issue.
Yeah, absolutely. Too many miscues on first down. We'll get 5 to 7 yards and then have a penalty and set us back. And against a team like that, you can't have those type of miscues.
Particularly a team that has some SEC caliber guys up front, and you started some young guys up front.
Absolutely. We play against some guys that you're going to definitely see play on Saturday and possibly on Sunday. One's Alabama commit, but as I told our kids, we're not going to make any excuses. Excuses are almost for incompetent people. We did start a sophomore right tackle. We started a freshman center, and we started a sophomore left guard. But they played pretty good. They graded out pretty well. They did some good things. We just had some bad miscues at the wrong time.
So, kind of switching gears to the defense for a minute, you were already the thin red line up front and had some early injuries to that D front.
Yeah, some guys got banged up. Fortunately, we should be getting them back. And we was already a little thin right there, and we knew that going in. But we made do, and some guys that wasn't expecting to play D-line came in and played, and that's what it's about, just being there for your teammates.
45 rushes from Muscle Shoals last week. That's tough against any defense up front.
Hey, that's tough. They wanted to put the ball on the ground and tell us that they're going to run it right at us, and they did that.
Two key positive stats for your defense. The goal line stops
Yes.
were huge for your defense.
Yes, we were excited about that. That was something that we felt like that we could match up with them up front.
Sure.
We just, at some point, like I said, we had guys going in and out. But guys did a good job of standing up and having some pride.
And then several key sacks for your defense as well. One we'll talk about in the second segment, but that was another bright spot.
Yes, we were able to get to them, and we thought we could. We didn't, wasn't sure how mobile 10 was, and so we wanted to send some pressures, and our guys did a good job of putting their hands on them.
Final phase of the game, special teams, and some young guys there really did a good job with what they were asked to do. Brady Sauls and Dylan Perry.
Yeah, Dylan did a great job. He did a really good job. We put him in some bad
That goal line
situations.
punt was something.
We put him in some bad situations. He did a great job of getting us out. And, Brady, the sky's the limit for him. He does a really good job. But, we got to fill the ball in some areas and do some things like that. But special teams, we look forward to building on those.
Well, that'll do it for segment 1. We're going to take a commercial break brought to you by the folks at Twin City Used Cars and be back with segment 2 in just a moment.
Hey Titan fans, this is Coach Ali Smith. Are you looking for a great deal on a used car? At Twin City Used Cars in Gaston, they have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget and lifestyle. And they offer competitive pricing to make sure you drive away with comfort. Visit them today at Twin City Used Cars in Gaston or view their inventory online at twincityusedcars.com. At Twin City, your next car is waiting for you. Go Titans.
Welcome back to segment 2 of episode 2 of the Ali Smith Show here in 2025. Coach is going to use this second segment this year to talk about our player of the week, our plays of the week that really stood out to us. So first, let's talk about the radio crew awarded player of the week to a newcomer for you, Braden Kittle, number 33, who really kind of had a coming out game for you Friday.
Yeah, Braden's a tough kid. He came over here to us back in the spring, second semester. His mom works over at Emma Sampson. She's an athlete, man, great family, tough kid. Really tough kid.
Come off the edge, some really hard hits for him, so congrats to him. He was your City of Gadsden player of the week, and that was an exciting moment for that young guy.
Yes, sir. Braden, he's going to be fun to watch play.
The next thing I want to do is talk about 2 plays. The first was the runner-up for play of the week, and the second was the play of the week. We'll talk about it last. But the runner-up was the touchdown pass from Kai to Rail Yao. So set that play up for us a little bit.
Well, they dropping back. I think that we already knew that we wanted to throw 9 left to him, and they kind of put the ball in a place where only Rail could come back and make a play. I don't even think the defender saw the ball, and Rail cut in front of him and made a really good play.
Well, and it's really hard to stay with Rail when he gets those wheels turning. He's kind of like a good muscle car.
Yeah, he can go. He can get up and go.
So he gets past the defender, scores that touchdown. That was kind of a good move for your offense, which had kind of struggled all night.
Yeah, they had struggled, but man, getting those two guys going together, they've been together on the field a long time, so it was exciting to see them connect.
Our second play, and you guys are going to watch this along with us, is our Game Day Live Fresh Grill Play of the Week.
Okay.
Which was right before the half. They're up 17-0. They're driving. It's a situation where they could have kicked a field goal, because you talked about it before the game. Their field goal kicker had a leg, but then all of a sudden your linebackers come in, and Kittle and Butler, they make a huge sack.
They got after him, and right before that play, we had brought Kittle out, kind of talked to him about settling down, and he's a go-getter, and he went back in, and he said, "Coach, just let me get back in, I'll make a play for you." And they both got out there and made a good play.
Turned out to be a huge moment because it moved them out of field goal range.
Absolutely.
And they did not score again leading into the half.
No, and that was big for us. They got right there in the range of the kicker, right there at the edge, and we were able to put some pressure on them and knock them out of field goal range.
Well, that'll do it for segment 2. That's a look at our player of the week, our runner-up, and play of the week. And that'll do it for segment 2. We'll be back with segment 3 of the Coach Ollie Smith Show in just a moment. Welcome back into the final segment of episode 2 of the Coach Ollie Smith Show here in 2025. Coach, we turn our attention to this game's week. First home game. A lot of excitement, first of all, for the unveiling of the new video scoreboard. And I know that means a lot to you in the program.
Absolutely. I think that we thought we was going to get that thing a little bit sooner, and we've been working on it, I guess, since 2021. And we thank the people up top for making it happen for us.
So we're excited about unveiling that. We're going to leave a lot of things secret until that evening. So be here early. A lot going on with that leading up to kickoff on Friday night. But the opponent is not an unfamiliar thing for us, and that's the team that we've played most often, the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
Absolutely. They're one of the teams that we have not missed a year. In the 19 years that we've been here at the school, we played them every year. And I think that it'll be an exciting time.
Sometimes twice, catching them in the regular season and in the playoffs. And it's been a while, though. There's a drought against the Huskies. The Huskies have kind of dominated of late. But at home, it's been close the last couple of times.
Yeah, we haven't beaten them since at their place. They was going into an undefeated season. We went over there in 2016, and we came out with the W. But it's been a while.
Always ready to break streaks. That's true. So let's talk about them. Obviously, Coach Floyd is known for his offense, so we'll talk about that side of the ball. The magic word there is fast.
They are fast. They say Husky fast. They're really fast. They got a good group of guys out there on the edges to do a good job and get going. The offensive line sprint to the ball wherever it's tackled. If it's on the hash, they right there ready to go. They want to get that thing down and snapped as quickly as possible.
On the defensive side of the ball, there's a Floyd over there.
Yes.
And obviously he does a good job for them in the middle. And they got the Phillips kid in the secondary. Pretty good at every level. What do you see from them on defense?
Hey, very aggressive. Hey, they're going to fly around, get to the football. They do a really good job of communicating. They do a good job of disguising and trying to get different coverages. And, they feel real confident about what they got and who they have over there, and they should. They were one of the top defenses in the state last year, if not the state top defense in the state. And they returned a lot of those guys. So, when you have that, you feel real confident about what you're doing.
So then let's talk about keys to the game for the Titans to break the streak and get that first win of the season.
The biggest thing is for us, and we talked to our kids on this coming in on Sunday, miscues. We can't have the miscues on first down. We can't have miscues on third down from a defensive side of the ball, giving up a third down, big third downs. We got to get off the field. And, we got to limit them to snaps and different things of that nature. But the biggest thing is getting off the field and making plays and playing with confidence.
Sure.
and handling the highs and the lows of the game.
Well, Coach, good luck against the Huskies on Friday night. That'll do it for the Coach Ali Smith Show for this week. Hope you'll join us on Friday and again next week for the Coach Ali Smith Show. You have a great evening, and go Tigers.
Go Titans.